like, I don't know. You're confusing the hell out of us.
It's Virat. It's Virat.
Okay, it's Virat. It's Virat.
Yeah. I think with ambassadors and with sponsors, we have to look at more than one season and more than one campaign. And I think we have to find a way to like tell good stories, which can kind of, like in a story which has a 5-year or a 10-year kind of gestation period. So if these are ambassadors that are going to be here for not just like, 1 year, it's not a one-term deal. Like, can we come up with a story of how through the grassroots, where we bring a sponsor on board, the ambassador is representing the entire sort of story and not just a particular marketing campaign, is how we go about sort of engaging with, that's what we're trying to do with Virat. In fact, next week, he's launching our foundation for us. The idea is to kind of engage them in initiatives that are going to be there for 10 years as opposed to, we know Virat can't attend matches very often, like he's the busiest man in the country, so.
Yeah. But then there's you and the Premier League, just looks like a natural fit. And some people might be skepticism, but you bring genuine enthusiasm when it sits in your lap and there is that natural link between you and that other brand.
That is of utmost importance to me, that any entity that anything that I associate with has to be genuine.
Yeah.
It has to be bona fide. If it's not the Premier League, let me say it's another thing. I'm selling a toothpaste. I ought to be using that toothpaste and I ought to be experiencing everything that product promises to me. So I genuinely believe that from the heart. I'm convinced of it, and so I can sell it, endorse it, and only if it's organic, if that association, will it bear fruit, according to me.
Yeah.
This is in my experience. So
because you can't fake that enthusiasm.
True. Which is why for a large number of years there were a lot of sports entities wanting to associate.
Yeah.
But my only thing to them would be, I can't fake it. It will show. The seams will show at some point. It'll show that it's not really heartfelt.
Yeah.
So when the Premier League came along, then I absolutely jumped at it, because there's genuinely a connection there. There's feeling there.
Yeah.
So even if, and I love doing this, I'm always on Twitter with you, watching the matches, tweeting. It really, that energy is real, it's organic, and so it spreads.
Yeah.
So it's got to be legit. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I'd say from our perspective, I was lucky enough to meet.
Very first endorsement in my whole life. What does that tell you?
Arvind.
That's just the beauty about sport, right? Because at the end of the day, there are certain things.
Is there any wacky ideas you might have to leave us with to get fans engaged or not?
Well, I think today was a wonderful experience. We engaged with children, myself and Nemanja Vidic, at Andrews Ground. And there you sort of saw the vision actually transpiring, right? At its very core, you want to get young people engaging with football across the world. And football being the beautiful sport, the one that binds the whole world together, transcends boundaries, transcends cultures. It's a language people speak across the world. It's almost, I don't even know what to call it. Is it a language? Is it a religion? Is it an emotion? Football is this amazing thing, and to encourage young people will, that sustainability factor will be, on an overarching level. You have a lot of young people now in India there are so many more football fans in this generation, because they've had access to that. So to promote, grow and develop the sport itself from a 360 point of view, the more the sport grows, everything in this ecosystem within that sport will grow. And like Vidic very rightly said, he said the first thing, forget technique, forget everything. First, show kids how much they can love and enjoy the sport. Smiles first, You get it, for the next generation it's important that the kids are encouraged and shown the way. Give them a ball, let them kick it around, let them dribble, let them score, let them feel that emotion, let them become fans of football.
Okay. Well, having people like you involved can only help. Gentlemen, thank you so much indeed for the last half an hour. Please put your hands together
Thank
for
you.
our final panel today.